Okay, we are live. The lighting, as usual, is horrible because it's dark here. But I guess you can see me. Look, a bit of like a witch. For Black Friday, maybe um, it's a good timing. Alrighty. So, do we have anyone here? Say hello if we have anyone watching. I guess it is a. Oh, Laura's here. Laura, of course, Laura is here. Thank you so much for joining. So, Monday, Cyber Monday is here, and I guess a lot of people are frantically shopping for the last deals. It's very snowy Iowa. Oh my goodness. It's definitely, I think in November, normally it's not as cold as it is here, even as well. So I'm not surprised. It's snowing other places. Oh, Lucy's here. Was it always showing the symbol at? Do you guys know? I don't think so. Oh, hello from Germany. Hello, hello. Alrighty. So, what are we doing? What are we talking about? Has anyone have any emails? So, 8% of people are saying they're not sick of Black Friday emails. Okay, so that's good. I have to say I'm sick of it because we have, I don't know, it's like every day there was like, okay, one day, 5 more hours, 35%. It's like from the same companies. My goodness. A little bit crazy. Let me just see. Yes. 1 second. I have someone texting me. Okay. Yeah. Crazy, crazy stuff. Everyone is, busy. So, guys, believe this or not, Shopify is down. I'm like, I know it's a terrible thing, but it's like, what else are you gonna do? You just have to laugh. So as of 4 o'clock, so right now it's 7. So 4, 5, 6, 7. For the last 3 hours, we can't even access the Shopify admin because it's down. So this is why I always say, like, let's not do everything. Let's not do everything online. Meaning, like, people are just basically switching to doing everything online, and as you can see, things can fail. So I'm not sure. So not a good thing. So apparently people can still place orders, which we have had orders in the 3 hours. So thank God people can still access, but we can't even do anything. We can't even process the orders or do anything because we can't see it. So I'm receiving emails that people have placed orders. 1 second. But yeah, we can't access anything. Alrighty, let me see if I received some emails. More Black Friday emails. Okay. No, I haven't received any emails with photos. So if you guys have any pictures or anything that you would like me to look at, then I can do that. I think we have someone from last week. Oh no. November 10th, and I have it unopened. So we have someone from last week asking me for advice. So if you're still here, I can look at the photos. And let you know what I think. Let's see. Okay, Mercedes, hi. Oh, thank you so much. Mercedes, you're so sweet. You know what I use and I really like, I have to say I really like it, is the wow thing, the spray. What is it called? In like a silver bottle. It's a yeah, silver. It's a not a serum. It's like a smoothing spray, and it's very and it's very light. So when you spray it, it's almost like water, but then it really makes the hair feel much better. So yeah, I like it. I really definitely do. Yeah, color wow. Yes. Yeah. Let me see if I can find it on Amazon. So if you guys want to buy it, you can buy it with my link. Hold on. Because I bought it on Amazon as well. Color wow. And I'm on the second package. So, you know, it's working. Let me just see. This is the one. Sign in. Okay. Unfortunately, I don't have the affiliate link, but my goodness, sometimes the internet. Yeah, it's kind of like just smoother. Yeah, he's taking care of the little barker, the little, you know, devil. Let's see, Amazon.com. I don't know why it logged me out. Let's see here. There we go. They change colors, no? And it lasts a very long time. I don't know when I bought the other one. Probably, well, I guess it depends how often you wash your hair as well. But it's, they say every 3 washings, but I do it every time. So I use it every time I wash my hair. I can't get address change. Oh my God. Sorry, guys. I'm looking for that link. So where's the link? Weird. Normally I had like an affiliate link, but I don't see it. I don't know why. Okay, so if you, where the hell do I get that link? Because it's asking me to say. Guys, sorry about that. Here we go. I'm using 2 different browsers and it's confusing. Here it is. Vertical ridges on the nails, how to resolve. This is the color wow. Okay. Yes, I will. I should add it to the Amazon store. Absolutely. Okay, vertical ridges. How to resolve? There is no resolving, unfortunately. There was ways of hiding the ridges by using base coats, but unfortunately, the base coats very often they tend to damage the nails over a long period of time. But there was no way of really correcting it. And I've heard some people saying different opinions that sometimes they're using certain things and their ridges grew out. But I think what happens is that when the surface is basically folded, right, like there's little folds, what happens is that the tops, they get damaged much easier. And then when the nails are healthier, the nails look smoother. But the ridges, they start under the skin fold. So there is not much that we can do about it, unfortunately, other than just keep the surface nice and healthy. So it's not going to be like fraying and peeling and looking flaky. So unfortunately, yeah, there was nothing. It just happens with age, and some people are just more prone to the ridges, and then some people get them earlier in life. I know a lot of people that are like in their 40s and they have them, and then some people in their 50s don't have them. But it's like with gray hair. Some people are gray sooner than others, and I think that's how it is. Oh, Julia says, hello, Anna. You know what, guys? I'm really sorry that the light is so terrible. It's like I can't, like this. Is it better? Oh my God, it's like I can't see so bright. Okay, maybe I'll do it this way. I know, terrible. Okay. Oh, David is here. Hi. I want to say hi to Cindy as well. Okay, so you guys wanted to see the advice. So yeah, maybe I can just send her the link, and that way I have awful ridges. Well, it's like with gray hair. Is it really awful? Sometimes it can be problematic. I know, it's especially when you are running your fingers against the ridges, it sometimes can bother people, right? And yes, they are more prone to damage. Okay. So I'm going to share the screen, and you can see what I'm seeing. Okay, so it says my issue is mostly that my nail beds are not the same size. For example, the middle finger, I was able to push the cuticle to show the nail a bit more, but with the ring finger, nearly impossible to do that. I would not recommend pushing anything, separating anything, because the nail in that area is very prone to damage, and that area is supposed to be sealed, really. So it's one thing to just nudge it and make the skin look sit where it should be sitting, because sometimes that skin stretches, but it's not really a good idea to be pushing the skin and damaging the area. So let me see. So this is the right hand. Okay, so let's see. Okay, I have to find this on the phone, because that way I don't have to. Okay, hold on. Yeah, so she says the ring finger is nearly impossible. Okay, so here you can see a good example. Make this brighter, maybe. Okay, so here you can see that skin fold, this is part of skin fold, it's stretched. So, and here it's not stretched. So what I would do is I would start nudging the skin. First of all, it looks pretty stuck to the nail. So when this happens, um, I first suggest to start taking care of the nails and moisturize the area, apply oils, just so that skin becomes a little bit more elastic. So then you can start nudging it. So start in the area that is not stretched, and just with probably the wooden stick would be the best, start just nudging it. So don't try to shove the tool underneath and separate it. Just gently kind of, nudge it. But once the skin heals, it's going to be easier to do that. Let's see if I can go back to see. Okay. All right. So here, again, you can see how the skin is. This nail is a little bit less stretched, I would say, but start here when it's not stretched, because usually what happens is people kind of go for that worst area and then they just don't know what to do and where to start. So start in the area that you know that is the skin, and it will be easier to just nudge it back and start nudging it when the skin is ready for it. Hold on 1 second.
Sorry, I thought. I'm lost in translation. 20 is okay. 15. No, 15. Thank you.
Okay, guys, sorry. I had a client who had to pick up a very important thing. All right, so yes, start to nudge the skin where you can, and then just go along the side, nudge it. No, don't push it. All right, let's go back to the photos. Okay, so she also is concerned. Okay, so here, hold on a second. So can you see, I'm going to bring it a little bit closer. Oh, okay, so here, let's say that the skin is a little bit in a better condition, because when it's like this, it might be a little bit tough to nudge it back. So because you can see it's a little bit torn, it's a little bit dry, so take care of the skin. And usually what people do, they're like, oh, there's a problem here, so let's start pushing here. No, just let's start nudging here. And this nail is going to be looking a little bit more even, because the skin is so it's not like you are supposed to expose the area that's not supposed to be exposed. You're just exposing it where it should be exposed. Let me just kind of maybe put it this way. So yeah, you can nudge this side, which will make it look a little bit more even. Let's go back. If I can say, yeah, because the skin is looking a little dry. So these, for example, so these areas here, the little pieces, I would just snip with a pair of very sharp nippers, because otherwise they tend to tear a little bit further. Same thing with this, and same thing with this. But whenever you're nipping something, make sure you're not pressing the nippers into the skin, because when you're pressing it, you're removing way too much and you can cut yourself. So just gently get underneath that little flake and just snip it without pressing down. And again, you can nudge this one here, and then this skin, you can see that it's a little bit stretched. Eventually it will get better. But sometimes people, they think that the change will happen within days. It doesn't happen within days because it hasn't stretched usually within days. It takes a little bit longer for the skin to bounce back. And again, bounce back means that the skin is elastic, not dry and crusty and calloused, right? So the more you take care of that skin, the more it's going to bounce back. All right, so is it okay to use Isdin nail strengthener twice a day continually? I also use your salve and jojoba oil. Judging by the ingredients, absolutely yes. I don't think you can overdo it because the amount of abuse that we put our nails. I would say yes, you can definitely use it twice a week, and probably you can use the salve on top of it or jojoba or something like that, because that's like a water-based product, so you can kind of seal it with some oil. I think it's a great idea. Okay, let me see if I see anything else here. And by the way, it's absolutely normal to have uneven nail beds. So here I can see that maybe this is bothering her. Let's say the fact that it's a little bit uneven, that happens. It happens even with my nails. I don't know why it happens sometimes. Then it grows back. The most important thing is not to try to dig underneath these nails to clean them too much. It's best to keep the nails as short as possible without being too short. So maybe tiny bit shorter than this. That way you're not putting pressure on the nail and you're not pulling that nail. That nail has a chance to grow in. So yeah, it's a very nice shape, nice healthy nails. And I think with just a little consistent care, the nails are going to look amazing. All right, so let's see if I received anything else. Oh my goodness, so sorry. Okay, so no other questions. Let's see if I have any questions here. Katlam says, hello, everyone. Hello, hello. Ella missed last week's, but she's here today, so that's awesome. Okay, so I think it was soft gel. Anything, Mercedes, I think what she meant was like what to naturally do without getting gel, because gel, of course, is going to cover it. It's just like, okay, how do I improve my gray hair? Well, you can color it. Well, yes, because coloring is going to cover it. But I think sometimes people are asking naturally, like, is there any supplement that I can take so the hair will not be as gray as it is now? Which apparently there is actually, which kind of makes sense because they're saying it's something like some form of antioxidant or something, which I don't know, somehow it helps the damage between in the follicle of the hair or something like that. So, but I mean, it's not something that, you know what, if you take it, your hair is going to be no longer gray. I don't think so. It's the same thing. Like sometimes certain things might help the surface of the nails, but it's not going to be like you have super rigid nails, you take a pill, poof, the rigidness is gone. I just don't know anything like that. So yes, any type of enhancement, any type of product like a gel, even shellac is going to cover it. But the problem is that everything has pros and cons. Usually I find rigid nails end up with more damage than non-rigid nails. And I don't know why that is. Maybe the cells of those nails have a looser bond. So when the gel is tightly bonded to those layers, it can pull them up. Could be that. But from my experience, it also is difficult to prep the nails properly without causing a lot of damage, because when you have that ridgy area, how do you remove the shine? People go too heavy with their files. They press too much down and then they remove the ridges, which they just destroy the nails. So, yeah, be careful with trying to even out your nails by buffing them, because you're just going to remove too much. Is it risky to use cuticle softener twice? I use it if I use it once, remove the cuticle layer, rinse, dry, and then use it for another round to get off any leftover cuticle. Worried about nail damage. Yeah, you are correct. So I think something is happening. I think of once in my life I had to remove on a client. I was doing, I think, a video where I went over and I did it twice. That's how kind of sticky that skin was. But that was his first manicure. So for sure the subsequent manicures would be different. So probably what's happening is that you are, let me know how you are applying the cuticle remover, probably on all 10 nails. So what I would recommend is doing one hand. So first, what I would recommend is applying the cuticle remover on one hand, waiting exactly 2 minutes, let's say if you're using Blue Cross, and also let me know which cuticle remover you're using. So usually I would say it takes like 2 minutes for the cuticle remover to do its job, and then I rinse really, really well, because these products are very alkaline and they can soften not only the skin but the nail as well. So what I do is I rinse the nails for under like tap water, and then I don't dry the hands that much. Like I left the fingertips a little wet, and then I remove the cuticle. So if you find you kind of slow and it takes you more than like 1 minute to remove the cuticle, then do maybe 3 nails and then 2 nails and then 3 again and 2. Because it's the drying part, because once the water evaporates completely and the cuticle remover is dry, then you can't, it's not doing anything anymore. So that's why you have to go back. Any tips to help keep our skin underneath the free edge moisturized? I also rub your nail salve underneath my nails and the edges too. Yeah, it depends on the person. It depends on the person. Some people just have more dry skin, and absolutely, yeah. So I find, you know what, I've been actually testing, and I have so many ideas as the next product that I'm going to create, and I'm creating products just by myself. So I'm working with this serum right now that I have made, and I'm testing it. And I find that sometimes using it underneath the nails, the reason why I actually like it, because it's like water-based and it flows into the sides a little bit as well and underneath, so that will help as well. But absolutely, anything you're putting on top of your nails, you can also put underneath a little bit. Okay, so thank you for the advice. I use it on one hand only for 1 minute. I use Alessandro's Spa Cuticle Remover. Okay, so let's see what the ingredients are on that one. You know, it's sometimes very difficult to tell just by the ingredients how the product is. Let me just see if I can share the screen so you can guys see what I'm seeing. Can you see? Yeah, okay. So I think it's this one, no? Amazon is not going to show me ingredients. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna go ingredients. This is what drives me crazy when it comes to some of the online stores, is they don't post ingredients, which I don't know. I've heard that you should, if you're selling online, because people are not able to see the package, the ingredients should be posted. And I'm very surprised that on the websites, oh my God, I can't stand these things. And what am I supposed to say here? This one? Are you kidding me? Okay. Okay, so I don't speak German, unfortunately. There is no English? Are you serious? French. Okay. So, yes, exactly. Try that because it looks like, so look at the ingredients. So it has water, potassium hydroxide. So this is the ingredient that softens the skin so much. Propylene glycol is a solvent. It's a moisturizer as well. Caprylic triglyceride, probably in a very small amount, it's like an oil. Acetyl alcohol is an emulsifier. And this is also a solvent, and xanthan gum is to make things a little bit thicker. Okay, yeah. It's interesting. I don't know. I mean, it's super simple formula, but it's interesting that they added the oil. So then they had to add the emulsifier and to mix it. It could be that the oil is preventing the product to work as quickly as possible. So I don't know. Maybe it's just slower working. So leave it for 2 minutes, I would say. They don't say anything. No, hold on. Description. Unfortunately. How come I can't translate it? Some things are in English, and then how come that it's not Englishes? Okay, anyway. So it could be that you have to leave it a little bit longer. Please let us know. You know, this is, we all learn from these lives for sure. Mia, I just ordered your salve the other day. I'm so excited to try it. Thank you so much, guys. Honestly, like every time I see an order, I hear the order because my phone makes like this old-fashioned cash register sound. It puts a smile on my face. Like, this is so amazing to see that people are buying something that I have created. So this is super, super cool. Yeah, leave it on for 2 minutes. And you can even try something like the Sally Hansen one. That one is quite popular and it's available. You can probably even try the Catrice one. Like, there's fewer of them, or Essence as well. The only thing is that the Essence it has a brush. It's kind of difficult to apply it a little bit. Prefer like a little, what do you call it? Little applicator. Okay, I'm just going over the questions to see if I missed anything. Okay, so you have a video about using gel to kind of hide ridges. You know what it was? It was, it's the download, I think. It's the download, probably, that it's how to fix a split. So I don't recommend just right away covering the splitting nail which often happens with the ridges with gel, because that can weaken the nail in the long run. But sometimes people do everything that they can and they just cannot get rid of that separating nail. And in that case, having soft gel applied is a solution, I guess. It's an idea. But then you just have to remember that this is something that you're going to have to do long term. So this is not something that you apply the gel. The split is going to grow out and then you can take it off. It usually will split again in the same area, unfortunately, because there was a weakness, and that's why the nail is splitting. So this is why I'm always very transparent with clients, because a lot of people, they're like, oh, once this grows out, then I can take it off. No, I mean, usually it starts peeling again. Okay, so I don't think I have any questions. Oh, Christina is here. My God, thank you so much for all your likes on the videos. She's usually the first one to leave a like, to leave a heart, to leave a comment. That's likes. I can't see who's leaving the likes, but I know when people leave comments. All right, so let me just see if I can find the essence. Okay, so I use this website quite often. Okay, here. I use this website often to look at the ingredients and to learn about the ingredients. Although I have to say, the ingredient list is part of the story. So you can't sometimes tell how effective the product is, or even how the product performs and how it looks just from the ingredients. I mean, it can give you an idea. For example, I know from the ingredients that this is not going to be very oily because it doesn't have any oils. So it has glycerin. Potassium hydroxide is the fourth ingredient. Could be. I mean, because the potassium hydroxide is in a very low amount. The glycerin is going to be a little moisturizing. The cellulose gum is going to make it a little bit thicker, and aloe vera juice, and santan gum as well, cellulose, fructose, glucose, citric acid, potassium sorbate. Okay, so the citric acid is gonna be there to lower the pH, because the potassium hydroxide has a high pH, it's very alkaline. So sometimes when you put the amount of potassium hydroxide that you want, it becomes very acidic. It becomes very alkaline. So you put something acidic in order to lower the pH. Yes. And then you have preservatives. So yeah, that one would be effective as well, but it comes with a brush, which I'm not really too crazy about. So let's see, Catrice. Okay. Yeah, you can see very similar ingredients, right? So glycerin is the second ingredient, potassium hydroxide and aloe vera. Actually, because these two companies are actually, I think, made by the same factory. Very, very similar ingredients. So also quite good. So this is what I have to say about it. I would try these two for sure. Out of curiosity, let's just check the Sally Hansen one. because that one I'm quite familiar with. Sally Hansen. This is the one, right? Okay, so you see it has the water and the potassium hydroxide on the second. Then it has the butylene glycol is a little moisturizing without being as sticky as glycerin. And the rest is propylene glycol, some extracts, sodium hydroxide, and the preservatives. Yeah, but this one has the potassium hydroxide on the second place, second on the ingredient list. Where can I send my question? You can send the question right here, or the pictures, you mean? Oh, Christina, thank you so much. You're such a lovely person. You too. Thank you so much. Okay, the Manicure's Green Line has a treatment program. It's a topical for one day and a peel for the nails at night. You leave on the treatment overnight and peel off in the morning. Any thoughts? I don't like any of the peel off products because, in my opinion, they can peel off a little bit too much. You know, guys, seriously, use whatever you are using for your face on your nails first. It's going to work. I never saw the reason why you would create certain serums that are just for the nails until now. So, for example, I mixed quite simple serum that has a lot of glycerin. So because I know that it's going to be applied on the nails and it's quite watery, so it soaks in quite well. It has 20% of glycerin, which in the cream it would be very heavy, or in the serum would be quite heavy. So people would not enjoy it. It would be sticky, would not be nice. So this would not usually sell as a facial serum. So I get it how this would be probably much better for nails, for example. So I get it that sometimes you might have product that's specifically for nails, but if you have something for the face, use it on the nails as well. So any type of creams, any type of serums would definitely help the nails. Mind you, I mean, the nails are made a little bit differently. They're much more dense, so they're not going to sometimes absorb things as easily as the skin. But still, it's very good, and it's good for the skin around the nails as well. But peel-off products, I don't really, I'm not a fan of, because I'm afraid that if the cells are not very tightly bonded together, then they can peel off and cause more damage. Okay, so the pictures, if you have the pictures, then you can send them to thesalonlife@gmail.com. And make sure that you just take them. I mean, it's much more helpful for me. I can give you better advice if the pictures are done in a specific way. And in the previous lives, I actually made step-by-step. I don't think it's been added to this live. But and just let me know in the subject that this is for YouTube Live, so I know I can share it with people. And in few sentences, just describe what's going on with your nails and what you need help with as well. Okay, so let me just see if I have questions in my emails, and no. Okay. So let me know if you have, can you repeat the email? Okay, I'm gonna write it down. Can you recommend a clear nail polish that will not make the nails yellow? I live in Holland and I cannot buy Dazzle Dry, or can I? No, it's pretty much, you would have to have someone bring it from the US. But look for polish that is nitrocellulose free. See in your pharmacy or like the cosmetic store if they have the Catrice, what is it called? Building base coat or something. It's green. It's been discontinued. That one does not have nitrocellulose. It does not yellow the nails for sure. But they tend to peel very quickly, which I guess it's okay because on the nails, you don't really see that sometimes the polish is peeling a little bit or chipping a little bit, and then you can very quickly redo it. Like it takes a few minutes. There are some polishes that do have nitrocellulose, but they also have an ingredient that's called maltol. And that one is a very strong antioxidant. So if you want to test it with your nails and see if, because they do have like a 2-in-1, some of the, look at the ingredients when you go on Catrice's website. I think it's the gel base coat top coat or something. It has it. Okay, let's just see. Catrice. Okay, so someone is asking if there was a nourishing nail polish to use after manicure. Nothing nourishes your nails. Your nails, first of all, not even oils, not even putting food on your nails are not going to eat it. And I'm just being funny, but nails are dead and you cannot nourish them. And I know it's a very nice word that a lot of marketing companies use, but you cannot nourish nails. So, but you can definitely condition nails and improve their appearance and protect the nails for sure, but not nourish. So yes, after manicure, I use, this is what I'm actually trying to look for, nitrocellulose-free nail polish or just a salve. This is what I actually just did a video the other day where I just did a very quick manicure, the cuticle removal, and just put some salve on and I'm good to go. Has a reddish tint. Okay, so that was probably an older video. It was the Dior Nail Glow. That one yellowed my nails, unfortunately. Okay, so we have a YouTube question. But in the meantime, let me just see makeup, skincare, body care, makeup. Okay, so they have some new products. I can see. I had the ingredients. Acetate, butyl acetate. This is nitrocellulose. Okay. This one doesn't have maltol. I don't know why. Like, if it's so good, why don't they have it everywhere? The top coat is going to, even if it's nitrocellulose free, probably is going to peel off the nails. And just having nitrocellulose base coat is not going to help. So, okay, so this top coat does not have nitrocellulose. So there was a base coat, okay, guys, that I actually ordered. Oh my God, I think it maybe came today. So finally because I'm kind of cheap sometimes. We were talking about it last week, but I just don't like buying a whole bunch of stuff that I know I'm not going to use. So, but I got the Mavala base coat that's nitrocellulose free. So as you can see me here? You can, this is how this works. Okay, so now I can see my arrow. Okay, never mind, but this is helpful. All right, so the Mavala base coat with this top coat would be interesting to test because this one doesn't have nitrocellulose and the Mavala one doesn't have nitrocellulose as well. Okay, so I have a question in my email, so let's go to the email. Okay, so this is about toenails. Is there something to do for a toenail that's growing upwards? I don't think so. To be honest with you, I don't know anything about changing that. Sometimes applying some kind of gel or acrylic, but I don't think there's anything that you can do about it. Let me just see if I can. Open this. Okay, so people that don't like toes, it's a warning that it's going to be toes. And let's see. Okay, so again, is there anything to do for toenail growing upwards? My both pinky fingers always have been that way. It's just getting shorter and shorter. Recently, the second to last toenail also started growing that way. Can you guys see? Yeah. I mean, they look normal and healthy because sometimes fungal infection can cause that. They look fine. I mean, it's difficult to tell by the picture if there could be some fungal infection or anything like that. But I don't think so because there was no thickening, nothing like that. I don't think so. I don't think there was anything that can be done to change how they're growing. Because I don't think you're wearing super uncomfortable shoes or anything like that. I don't think it's painful, is it? I don't think so. I wish I had an answer, but I don't have an answer for everything, unfortunately. Let me just see if I can find a Mavala. So if you're looking for Mavala ingredients, I would recommend going on the Australian website because that one, which is strange, right? Because that website has ingredients. Switzerland doesn't, I don't think. Let's see if the international one. Okay, Mavala. These things, I mean, they are annoying. Because you're going somewhere and you're being interrupted. Nail makeup. It's been discontinued. I think. Okay, I'm in the wrong website because you see active ingredients. I don't want to see active ingredients because that's usually marketing. I want to see. So Mavala base coat. Okay, full ingredients. No, it's this one, the barrier base one. Okay, so ingredients. You see, this one is like a water-based polish, which I don't even know, which is interesting. So this is moisturizer here. So it's these two ingredients, that's it. Because these are like moisturizers. This is already the oh my god, preservative, very small amount. Weird. Yeah, I don't know how this stays on the nails. So this one, I think what it is, it's supposed to be obviously covered with nail polish. I don't know. I don't know. Have anyone used it? Yeah, the toe looks redder, and the others are the shoes too narrow. They don't look. The shoes don't look too narrow because if constantly, I mean, once maybe if she worn tight shoes, then maybe the toe would be red. But normally people have squished feet when they wear shoes that are too tight, and she doesn't. So can nitrocellulose in the top coat still affect the nail if the coat underneath don't? Yes, guys, think about it, because don't the polishes are breathable and like they allow the air in. So if they allow the air and the water in, they allow the nitric acid in as well. So they're not like completely sealed with the nail polish. Nail polish, when you look under microscope, so nail polish is like a plastic components mixed with solvent, so you can apply it. Then when you apply it, it dries, but it dries almost like a mesh because the solvents evaporate, leaving little holes behind. So yes, they're microscopic, but it's enough for things to stain. So if the top coat possibly, but then again, it's usually not the top coat the problem. The problem is the color coats usually have the nitrocellulose. So when you put base coat that has no nitrocellulose, but which you can find, and then you put 2 layers of polish that does have nitrocellulose, possibly, I mean, maybe it won't, but I can't guarantee it, and it's very difficult to test those things, right? So I would say the Dazzle Dry doesn't, because for the last 5 years that I've been using it, I haven't seen it once yellow the nails. So so I can say that it doesn't yellow the nails, but everything else, I don't know. So another person says, hi, I'm new here. Well, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. What do you think about my Nico gel strips? I had them on for 2 days and my nails are ruined. Okay, so can you maybe send a picture of your nails, like what happened to your nails? And how did you take them off? And they're gel. So are they gel or are they, okay, let's Google it. I don't have experience with that particular product. So usually they are just nail polish, but they call them gel because, you know, it sounds better. Okay. All these things. shop. Okay, seriously? Is there a way of this to be in English? Okay. Drama queen is cool, dark red with an intense, mysterious aura, touch of drama. Okay, contents of the package, free of harmless substances. Guys, all cosmetics have to be free of harmful substances, especially in Europe, and I mean in the US and Canada as well. But like as I'm learning about making things, I can see how you can't put something on the market that is harmful. So these kind of marketings, I don't know. So apparently they're cured polyacrylic acid. So, okay, polyacrylic acid, this synthetic substance is a binding agent that ensures the cohesion of the color pigment in our UV gel strips. Acrylates copolymer. This is a water-soluble plastic that adds a binding agent to ensure the cohesion of the color pigments in our nail polish. As this is water-soluble plastic, we're trying to find a more environmentally friendly alternative as quickly as possible. So like microplastic, right? Glycerin peroxylate, trichrylate is the ingredient as a film-forming agent that acts as a protective layer over your UV cured gel. So this is, let's see what that is. So it's like a, what do you call it? Something that makes the polishes cure for the initiator. Okay, it's a photo initiator used in printing. It was found in baby milk produced by Nestle in 2005, causing scandal in Europe. Okay. Wow. Okay, so let's see. Because it's used in, it's a well-known photoinitiator in ultraviolet light cured inks, frequently used in milk packaging materials, yogurt and ready-to-feed infant formulas and other drinks. And traces of that have been found in milk, and yes, as a consequence, there was a considerable interest in studying. So PubMed would be. So, okay, so this is the thing, right? So certain ingredients have been banned in Europe, in EU, because of, and it's one of the photoinitiators, but then it's banned in cosmetics, but it's not banned in prints, like in printing inks, like in this case, and in dental products. So it's kind of funny how that works. Okay, so hold on. We have pictures here. How much does it cost you to send you pictures of my nails? Okay, during live, I don't charge anything. You send me pictures and we go over the information here. And then I have like a private assessment service, which is 50. And it's available on my website. So you're more than happy to, I mean, you're more than welcome to pick one of them. I just picked them off with my hands after 2 hours in the swimming pool. They should last 3 weeks. Okay, so the strips didn't damage your nails, and it's you picking them off, unfortunately, damaged your nails. I suspect. Let me just see the And genuine question. I'm trying to understand how people think, like what their process of this type of information is. So how we send during live. Here is the email address. So it's not that the product damaged the nails, it's the removal that damaged the nails, because obviously the product was stuck really to the nails, and then when you force anything off, it's going to cause damage. The problem is that these things are sold like they're made to look like they're so easy to apply, and then you apply it and there's going to be foolproof, perfect for 3 weeks, which usually doesn't happen, because if you cannot apply nail polish properly, you're also going to have, I mean, it's difficult, right? Unless you have a lot of experience. Then it's also difficult to apply these products. If they're not applied properly, they're going to peel and they're going to drive you crazy. And if you go swimming, they're going to start coming off, and this is what happens. So please let me know if this is like what happened to you. If that's what happened. The nails have vertical ridges now, very subtle, but I can see them. Always have the issue with LED nail polish because I switched to manicures green. Okay, hold on. I just picked them off. They should last 3 weeks. All right, the nails have vertical ridges now. Okay, no, the damaged part, it looks like that because the nails, they look like that, but it's probably because of the damage. Very subtle, but I can see them. Always have that issue with LED polish. That's because I switched to manicures green. Well, manicures green is also a LED, well, UV cured nail polish, right? I can't really see because the photo is probably in a low lighting. So difficult to tell. If you could have like a photo with brighter lighting and send me the photo in the largest possible file. So the ridges start happening here. So nothing that you put on the nails can create the ridges. It's just the top layer. So this one is the top layer of the nail. Here you start seeing the bottom layers of the nail, and this is how sometimes it looks. I would really just care for the nails, and eventually the damage is going to grow out. But yeah. Yeah, exactly. So this is how it happens. It's sometimes it's very, unless you do a very good manicure where you remove the cuticle, not the skin fold, guys, but the cuticle that's on the nail plate. Okay, so these are like a little bunch of skin cells that are stuck to the nail plate that they're barely visible. If you apply the product over these cells, eventually, especially when you're washing your hair or you're washing dishes or something, they're going to swell and the edges are going to come up even more, and then it's going to drive you crazy. So it's not as easy as it seems. I know, because for a while I actually had that in my salon as an offer. So it took me, I would say, maybe 10 sets to really get the hang of it. And it wasn't as easy and as quick as it seems, because sometimes obviously our nail shape is different. We don't have like perfect nails and they don't fit perfectly. So this is why, yeah, they're not as easy to apply as they seem. When they're applied properly and there was no gaps, and there was nothing overlaying the skin, then they can actually hold on quite well. But it's not as easy as it seems. Mercedes, if you're here, your products arrived. I just got a notification from USPS that your products arrived. Okay, so that's it for the questions right now. So let me know if you have any questions. What are the advantages of using those nail strips versus polish? It's that they don't require drying, right? Because you apply them without, they don't have to dry. And the application, like the evenness of them is quite good. But then again, you have different problems applying them properly. The thin sidewalls of my nails usually chip a lot. Chip, I guess, no? Thank you. I will see them when I get home from the office. Yes. Oh yeah, because it's early still. I keep thinking. Vitamin C update. Oh, okay. Good. The manicure is green, also has nail polish system with no UV light like Dazzle Dry. No, it's not like Dazzle Dry. And I am kind of surprised. I mean, I don't know, maybe I'm giving people the wrong impression is that I use both, so they must be the same. They're not the same. Their polish system is just like a normal polish system. It's not nothing, I have to say, I mean, it's nice, I like it, but it's not revolutionary. It has the same ingredients as other polishes on the market. And so it's just a regular polish. And the Dazzle Dry, and their nail polish does not dry in 5 minutes, so you can't compare it. So there are 3 completely different systems. So Dazzle Dry is one thing. It's a nitrocellulose quick drying nail polish. Then you have the Manicurist UV cured gel, which is quite different from other gel polishes because it comes off very quickly. But it's also a gel polish, so just a little different. And then you have the regular nail polish, which is a regular nail polish that has regular ingredients, but it has really nice colors. It has really good brushes, and it has quite good, like the 2-in-1 polishes where you kind of don't need the base coat, you don't need the top coat, and you can only apply the one color in 1 or 2 coats for like a quick manicure. I prepped the nails as the instruction said with pushing back cuticles. Yeah, and this is why proper terminology is so important, because the pushing back the cuticle, so you push back the skin fold and then you should remove the cuticle. So there are 2 skins on top of the nails that we should do something with. And so you would nudge back the skin fold just gently and then remove the exposed cuticle. But just shoving everything doesn't work. Went to Ulta and looked at a bunch of products, but then they took me over to the Vanicream section and they had my serum in stock. Very, very good. So that's good. They have a stock. And that one is vitamin C serum, no? You're saying. All right. So I think someone sent me a photo. Better. Brighter. Yes. This is so much better. You guys will see what I mean. Yeah, so I can see much better. Yeah, so the nails are not more ridgy. It's just these areas were peeled off. So this nail, so what I'm going to suggest, what's going to help is because when the nail doesn't look like the nails are really bad. It just looks, peeled off some areas. But what I would suggest, just shorten the nails, just so there's less bend on them, and do some jojoba soaks. So just get yourself like a pure jojoba, warm it up in a bowl of hot water, and put like a smaller bowl with the jojoba, and just do soaks once a week, just to keep everything more flexible. And other than that, I think your nails look very healthy and strong. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it doesn't look like they suffered too much, but don't do it again. Where can I send the photos? Okay, so the photos had to be sent. I asked them on the white background. And with the bright light. That way I can see what's going on. But it is 8:15. So my time with you guys is coming to an end. But next week, excuse me. Next week is, because we're in December, we have a day off. So we have a day off. And that means that I will be back here doing the live on the 15th. And then the 22nd. And then probably I'll take some few days off. Okay, so day off on December 8th. Yes, on a Monday. There's a whole bunch of days off here in Spain. After I remove nail polish with regular nail polish remover, I get a rash on my skin around the nails. I'm using the ones without acetone. What could be the problem? The problem actually could be that you're using the one without acetone. So you cannot be allergic to acetone. Acetone can cause dryness, but it's a very temporary dryness, but it's a very good solvent, so it removes the nail polish really well. What happens sometimes with the acetone-free nail polish is that basically they kind of soften the nail polish, and if you're rubbing like this, you're rubbing the softened nail polish off the nail, you really are rubbing it into the skin. So the way I recommend removing polish is on my channel, and I'm gonna show you how to do it because it's like life-changing. Hold on. Let me just see here. I think it's under removing red. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. I found it the other day, now I can't find it. Here we go. But also, in your case, there might be some allergy problems, because a lot of times people not only have allergies to gel polishes, but also regular polishes too. Yes, unfortunately. So this could be the case. So it's not the acetone that is the problem, is what acetone or what the solvent is dissolving. So yeah, pay attention if this is happening with all the nail polishes or some of them, because obviously it's not just a nail polish, because nail polish is a product that contains many different ingredients. So you might be allergic to some of the ingredients, but not all of them. So pay attention, what is the base coat that you're using, make notes. And just be very careful, because normally when people develop these things, they tend to be permanent. So be very careful that you don't get nail polish on the skin. and make sure that you are removing it away from your skin. You're not rubbing it into your skin. Okay, thank you so much, Mercedes, for the reminders, and Lucy, thank you so much. Have a good time with your doggos, and Mr. Salon Life. Have many greetings to them. Thank you, thank you. Alrighty, guys. So on the 15th, see you on the 15th, and have a wonderful week, and then the week after. Okay. Thank you so much, guys, and. If you need any nail products, obviously, I highly recommend our online store. So actually, I'm going to leave a note here, salonlifeshop.com or EU. When you click both, it should redirect you to the correct store, okay? Thank you so much. And I really appreciate the fact that you guys are not mad that I'm not doing the Black Friday madness, but I am so relieved that it's just days as usual, no craziness, nothing. And yeah, I really am very happy that you guys are not mad that we're not doing anything crazy. So thank you so much, and we'll see you mid-December. Bye.